everybody, it is Natalie from Power Moon Tarot. Welcome to your reading. Today's reading is called These Regrets Haunt Them. And we are going to find out what is going on with this person and what they're so regretful about. And we'll be doing initials at the end of every reading as well. So do stick around to the end of each pile to get your initials. And for those of you that would like a personal reading with me, details will be in the description box below for how to request one. And for those of you that would like a natal chart reading with me, one-on-one, there's information and my website below for how to request a natal chart reading. So let's go ahead and go through the piles. We have pile number 1, which is represented by the crying face. Pile number 2, which is the pig charm. And for pile number 3, we have the sleeping face. Okay, so take a look at what you are feeling today. Is it the crying face, the pig face, or the sleeping face? And we will go ahead and get into the reading and find out what they are most regretting. You can go directly to the description box below to find your pile. And with that being said, we are going to go ahead and get into the reading. Thank you so much for being here. Let us begin. Okay. Pile number 1, welcome to your reading. You chose the crying face, and today's reading is called These Regrets Haunt Them. Let's find out what is going on with you and this person, pile number 1. And we have a bunch of oracle cards here I'm going to get into, and we also have the tarot cards here. So let's take a look for pile number 1. What regrets? Spirit, show us what this person has to say about their regrets to pile number 1, please. What do they have to say to pile number 1 about their regrets? What do they have to say to pile number 1 about their regrets, please? And pile number 1, stick around until the end of the reading because we will be doing initials at the end. But what does this person have to say about their regrets? Okay. Something about a child is coming up as well. Pile number 1, I'm getting something about maybe you talk to a person about a child or you have a child, but there is something coming up about a child, or someone saying like child please or something like that. Sometimes people use that as an expression, but anyway, I just had to share that. So we have the Judgment card here, and let's go ahead and take a look at, so this is a fire on their soul with the Judgment card and what happened here. And as they watch you rising from the ashes of this experience, we see the Phoenix here. Pile number 1, this person's coming to realize what happened and what they're missing out on. Let's see. We've got the 7 of Swords, the Prince of Swords, okay? We've got the 3 of Pentacles. All right. We've got alchemy and ancestor guides. You know, there is something here for you guys about really trusting in your stability and trusting in how you're viewing this situation and trusting the situation as it is and as you have so beautifully interpreted it, because I do feel your guides are with you on this too, and they know things have been hard and they know, but they're keeping the storms at bay. And they want you to focus on being grounded and being true to yourself, okay? And if that means literally like having to ground yourself, meaning like, I'm just gonna stay in my room for a while and connect to myself. Like, you know how parents would ground children when they're younger, like almost like I'm just gonna stay in my room for a while and stabilize my energy. And yes, there is a lot going on in the outside world and beyond, but it's not really any of my business, and I'm gonna mind my business, okay? And I do like that for you guys, and I do think that there are things that this person wanted to say, but at the time they didn't say them to you, and they might have, I think this person was very confused about what they wanted, pile number 1, about what they wanted and what they needed in their life. And I think they had like a moment of truth with you, but they did not say what they needed to say. And when they finally did say something, I feel like you were like, bitch, what? Or what the fuck? Or I kind of feel like you guys were like, no. Like when they did finally try to come to you and tell you like why they were not being honest with you, Seven of Swords, or why they didn't say something when they could have said something. When they tried to come back and say something after the fact, I feel like you guys were like, I'm not trying to hear that. I don't believe what you're saying, and I'm not trying to hear that. And it's like they lost all credibility with you, is what I feel, pile number one. And, you know, they should have thought about their actions, and they should have thought about their decisions before bringing you into something, or before trying, you know, in the meantime, they didn't make up their mind, and they did something before without considering you, is what I feel. And by the time they came around for an explanation, it's like you weren't trying to hear it, or you just thought the explanation was bullshit. It's like the boy that cried wolf, right? Like, do you guys know that story from back in the day? Like if you keep crying wolf about something, and then there's actual no wolf there, but then, you know, you call wolf like for the 100th time, and then a wolf shows up, nobody's gonna believe you. And I think that's kind of like where you're at with this person, is you're like, you don't find them credible, and you don't find their decision making to be very credible. And I feel like you guys have really lost respect for them as well. And I do think that this person pissed you off big time, pile number one. And I think you were serious when you're like, I'm done. And good for you for holding your ground, because the storm happens around you, but inside I feel like your mind, you're like, I know what I'm doing here. Like, I've got this. Okay. And we have contracts, careers, and commitments, and Saturn. Okay. And so this person was not being honest about something when it comes to their commitment. Now that could be like a commitment to you in like a love relationship, pile number one, but I also feel this person could have been lying about something when it comes to their work, or they could have been lying about something when it comes to like how much money they make, or when it comes to like where they are in their life. And I feel like you guys are solid. Three of Pentacles, okay? You're really solid, and you don't like liars, pile number one. Nobody likes liars, but nobody likes people who like confuse other people by faking a bunch of things, okay? And I do feel like this person is in trouble in some type of way, or at one point they were in trouble with something when it came to, perhaps it was a court case, perhaps it was a contract that they were entering into with an employer, perhaps it was like a lease agreement for their house or for their home, okay? But this person really feeling the karma with Saturn here, and now it's kind of like with the Prince of Swords here, I feel like they're trying to get their house in order, or they want you to know that things have worked out, or they have a plan now, like they have a plan for something. But I feel like you guys are saying, I don't really care about your plan. It's too little too late. Like, you had your chance to talk to me then and to commit to a plan of action then, and you didn't. And so now you've lost all credibility with me, and I don't like believe anything you're saying, is what I'm getting, pile number one, okay? We have lust here, okay? We have torture. Oh my God, this person wants to say something to you so damn bad, pile number one. Like, talk about the crying face. Like, we've got the crying game and the crying face going on here. And this person, and again, you can see the imprint of a beautiful woman dancing here. stretching, a beautiful woman stretching, or perhaps you guys, like maybe some of you dance, or you stretch before you run, or you stretch before you walk, or this person has seen you like stretching before, and or like being athletic in some type of way, or just like moving in a way that's very sexy, I feel, pile number one. And it is torture. Let me tell you, this person, and they have this barbed wire over their mouth, so they can't even say something. And I know they feel that somebody is admiring you, or some other people want to talk to you, or there has to be other people interested in you or wanting to talk to you because you're a very fine type of a person with this lust here. And it's torture. Like, for them thinking of you turning someone else on, or talking to someone else, or doing coy little things, or flirting with other people, like, it drives this person insane. And they should have, like, you know, as Beyonce would say, if you like it, you should have put a ring on it. And that's really with this career contracts and commitments and Saturn. It's like, if you like it, then you should have put a ring on it. And if you didn't, and you want to say something now, it's too late. And I actually really like the smirk on your face, pile number one, because I think you know what's up. And I think you're fine with, you're pushing away the darkness, the drama, the confusion. Like, you're pushing it away, and you're like, I'm good. And this person's like, fuck, I should have said something when I had a chance. If you like it, you better put a ring on it. Otherwise, I'm out. Okay. Ooh, we've got panda and boundaries. Okay. And, yeah. Ooh, pile number one. Your space is sacred. Guests who overstay their welcome impact your aura. And what I see around here is you guys pushing away, like, you know, there has been some cloudiness around your aura. There's been some, you know, like blurriness, cloudiness, heaviness, fog around your aura. And it has been because of this person, or it was in the past, but I feel like you guys are taking steps to push away that negativity and to push it back. Get back, Satan, not today, right? And you guys are like, I'm not, no, okay? And perhaps this person, and I am, you know, there could be, I mentioned somebody's apartment lease, or somebody who was trying to enter into an apartment lease or buy a home or something like that. Okay, perhaps you and this person were talking about that, or there was something going on with that. Or perhaps you let someone stay in your home with you for a while, pile number one, and they pushed your boundaries too damn far. And it's like, you got to get out of my house. You got to get out of my space. You got to get out of my house. For those of you where this was a roommate situation, and this caused nothing but problems and irritations, 7 of Swords, and, you know, this person never making up their mind. It's like, and they always had a way of doing things that were selfish, like, for them. They would take forever to make up their mind until the situation was like in disarray, and then pick something incredibly selfish and like leave you in a lurch, is what I feel. And that caused a lot of, you know, just kind of maybe general anxiety in your world, or just upset. And here's the deal. Your space is sacred, pile number one. Where you live, where you spend your time, and I talked about like sitting in your room and just being by yourself. Your space is sacred. Guests who overstay their welcome impact your aura, and you have every right to stand your ground. Yep, and I talked about standing your ground earlier. Your needs are important. You must nurture your soul with the same gentle love and support that you offer to other people. Absolutely. And you're not going to put up with it anymore, and you're not going to put up with this crap. And if there are people that are in your living space that are just taking way too many liberties, and they're not they're overstaying their welcome, they're not being responsible, okay? And this person could have been having troubles, like I mentioned. It says, until debt tear us apart. So this person could have had major debts or major financial issues, causing them to feel very confused or mixed up, or just things being messy and chaotic, and them being unwilling to sort anything out and expecting you to sort it out is kind of what I feel, pile number one. And this person wants to say something to you so damn bad with this lust card and the Prince of Swords. They want to talk about how they want you, or you're beautiful, or they know that you're in high regard, and that other people notice you, and that they shouldn't delay, and they should say something. If you want something, say something. But it's also like torture, because I feel like this person used to talk to you a lot, pile number one, or maybe they used to seduce you with the things that they would say, or they used to really talk to you a lot. And I feel like this person misses the way that this used to be, because this poor person came up as torture under the Three of Pentacles, meaning like your insistence to go your own way or to put boundaries, because your insistence at like doing that, pile number one, has made this person really regret and miss the times when they could kind of like say anything to you, talk to you anytime that they wanted to, like talk dirty to you, even with this Lust and Prince of Swords card, or say whatever they felt was on their mind, or just they're like, I should have told you I wanted you when I had the chance. I should have told you that I wanted you when I had the chance, and now you're off to something else and you don't care, and you don't want this person to come over, and you don't want this person to come to your home anymore, pile number one, or you don't feel like having them in your space anymore. And I don't blame you. Good for you. We have I am brave, okay? And this is something with the Judgment card on the top of the deck here, that you are very brave, and you are a person who's very strong, and you have a very like strong root chakra, I feel, pile number one, and that may cause people to cling on to you in ways that, people who are less grounded and stable and less like certain about who they are in the world, confident, certain, willing to go after things on your own. Like a lot of people who are less confident and not as good at decision making, etc., seem to kind of try to attach their wagon to yours, but it isn't going to work, okay? And this person, it says, it's time to move on from the old patterns, habits, and fears. And the thing is, pile number one, is you have, and this person hasn't. And that is another regret, because being around you made them want to be a better person, or become a better person, or become more grounded and stable. Now is the time to walk in the direction of your biggest desires and ambitions. Now is the time to be bold and be brave. Yeah, go and do your own thing. And this person doesn't really know how to do this. They're all mixed up. They don't really know how to take that kind of an attitude in life. And they regret that they weren't braver, that they didn't say something. I should have said something. I should have been braver. I should have taken the time to walk in the direction of pile number one, and told them my biggest desires and my ambitions, and made them happen, and stepped up to the plate and be bold and be brave. But they didn't, and they don't know how to do that, okay? And we have Moon, Uranus, and you're somebody different. You're somebody different than the type of person that these people are, that this person is normally around. You're somebody different, pile number one, and you bring a lot of excitement, pleasure, beauty, like a new way of looking at things. You bring a lot into this person's life, and it was like, I feel you're a very exciting person as well, pile number one. Like you may not see yourself that way, but you are to this person. And I feel like they're saying, I should have told you that my feelings changed, that I wanted to talk to you, that I wanted to be around you, or I should have talked to you about my feelings sooner, is what I feel like what they're saying with this moon Uranus. Like, I should have shared with you, because you're such an independent person. You're very brave. You brave soul, strong soul. And they're like, I should have told you that I felt like my feelings change. I should have talked to you about that. And I should have shared what was happening with me and my feelings and how they were changing and growing. Also, like, you're a very independent person, and I feel like this person is really attracted to that. Pile number one, like, really attracted to your spice, your pizzazz, the way you go about things. You know, the other thing I would say about the moon Uranus is anxiety. And I did talk about how you guys maybe felt a sense of anxiety around you because this person wasn't talking to you or wasn't telling you about their feelings. You could sense that something was shifting or changing, but they weren't really telling you. And I think you guys, it could have given you guys some anxiety, like, what is happening here, or why aren't they telling me what's going on? Because I feel like you're a person, like, you care about people and you'll listen. Like, if somebody has something important to tell you or feelings to share, you're more than open. You're more than willing to listen. But you're also, like, very independent and free-spirited. And I feel like you're kind of like just what this person needs, but they can't have it now. You know, they can't have it now. We have here eclipse in Pisces and free will. Yeah, you guys are like, I'm going my own way. Okay, moon Uranus, like, my feelings have changed, is what I feel you guys are saying, is that my feelings have changed towards this person, and I feel colder towards this person, and I don't really believe what they're saying anymore, and nothing they can really say is going to change my mind, and I feel differently towards this person. And they can tell that you feel differently towards them. I feel, pile number one. And here it says, eclipse in Pisces, free will, serve your higher purpose. And yeah, that's you guys. Like, serve your higher purpose. This is card 36. So maybe we have people around the age 36 in this pile. But, you know, you guys going and standing your ground, serving your higher purpose in life, something that, and you know, here's the thing, pile number one, I feel like within you, you are really working on yourself, and you're really working on what you want in life, and you're really working on solidifying that for yourself. And I do feel like you're inspired to take another direction in your life. You're inspired to make changes. And the way that you feel about this person and this situation is changing. And I feel like what you want is emotional freedom. And you're not really attached to this person the way you were before. With the eclipse in Pisces, I feel like you want the best for this person, or you hope the best for them, or you hope that they align to their higher purpose, or you hope that they discover who they are on a more deeper spiritual level. But you're not really, like, your free will is making a decision to say, you know, I don't really, like, you're putting up boundaries and free will. It's my right to say, I don't want this in my life anymore. Okay. And you could have also been a person that really encouraged this person, pile number one, encouraging them to go in the direction of their goals and their dreams and their purpose, and to be like, to go after what they want in life. Like, I feel you could have been a very positive influence on this person, pile number one, but they don't have access to that anymore. And I think it does make them sad. And I do think they're missing out on, like, the inspiration that you would bring into their life as well too. Oh, we have Pisces. So we have mention of Pisces twice. Perhaps you guys have Pisces in your chart somewhere. This person with the Prince of Swords could be Aquarius, Gemini, or Libra, but particularly Aquarius, as the Knight of Swords is associated with Aquarius in the tarot. But it says mystic, dreamer, artistic, receptive, and visionary. And they miss all these things about you, okay? They really do. Maybe some of you do have Moon Uranus in your chart, and maybe some of you also have Pisces placements, but you're very unique, very spiritual, different than other people. You're working on being alchemy in your life and getting really connected to your aura. Perhaps some of you do know how to read auras, or you have a talent around that, or you have some psychic skills and talents. But Three of Pentacles, you guys are focused on working on your talents and your skills and polishing the things that you're good at. And, you know, this person can feel the shift, pile number one. They can feel the shift and how the power dynamic has changed in this connection with the Judgment card. And they can see that you've changed. They can see that your mind is made up. They can see that you're not affected by the things that they say, and they don't have the same pull with you as they did before. And it's upsetting to this person because I feel you are very compassionate with this Pisces coming up here twice. And, you know, maybe putting boundaries down was very hard for you, because it says you must nurture your soul with the same gentle love and support that you offer to others. And Spirit really encouraging you guys to follow your free will and to follow your higher purpose in life. And it isn't to take a mop and a broom and clean up after this person, or they're just they have to learn a lesson through this, pile number one. Believe it or not, they have to learn a lesson through this experience, okay? And you are a very gentle and compassionate person. Maybe it was hard to put that boundary there, but I do feel the boundary's there for a reason, and it's meant to be there. We have here the Lovers, okay? This person still, there's that Knight of Swords again. If they could say something to bring you back, they would, all right? And the Lovers has to do with Gemini. The Lovers is like, let's get on the same page. Let's look into each other's eyes. Let's really dial into one another, how we're feeling here. And, you know, we can only exist in the Lovers environment if we have like respect for each other as individuals, and we have a structure to operate out of. And if we don't have that, no amount of poking at a situation or trying to change someone's mind, or trying to, like, no amount of kind of working around that is going to change it. And honestly, I feel like you guys, for those of you that have met someone else and you're married to someone else, or you're in a relationship with someone else and you're very happy, like, you know, this person wanting to know, also this person could want to know with the Knight of Swords and the Lovers, are you with someone? Are you happy with someone? Do you have someone else that you love and care about? And honestly, I feel like you guys are going to have someone that you love and care about. Maybe some of you already have somebody in your life that you really connect to on, like, conversationally, on the same page, really good communication, really understand each other, or that's what you're hoping for. And this person is like, well, I want to try to bust in on this party that pile number one is having with someone else that's not me, and see what kind of damage I can do, or see if I can get my point across, or see if I still have a leg to stand on here. And it's like, no, you don't. No, you don't. And I feel like you guys had your feelings changed. Moon Uranus, your feelings changed. You're like, I don't feel the same way about you anymore. You had your turn. It was too late. And I'm otherwise engaged in looking into someone else's eyes. So there it is. And we have the Prince of Wands. Oh boy, pile number one. Is there two people here? Is there two people here? Is that what we have going on? I also feel like this person desperately trying to get your attention, or maybe trying to act out to get your attention, or trying to, like, they're like, I want to get your attention, or will you listen to me, or will you talk to me, or I want to do some type of big gesture to get your attention. Okay. But I feel like you guys are like, nope, I'm busy, or nope, I'm otherwise engaged, or I'm too busy looking deeply into someone else's eyes besides yours. Okay, which is funny to me. We have the 6 of Swords here, and this person's biggest fear is that, you know, you've moved on and your mind's made up, and that you're actually fine without them. And I do feel like there could be for some of you, there could be 2 people here, and someone else came into the picture and you moved on. 6 of Swords, you moved on with somebody else, or you will be if it hasn't happened yet. And this person is a talker. They're very fiery. They're very bold. They're very brave. I am brave, right? And I also feel like the Prince of Wands is you. The Prince or the Knight of Wands is also you, saying, I am brave. I'm moving on. I'm getting the heck out of here. Okay. And if you try to come talk to me, I'll probably, by the time this person comes to talk to you again or whatever, you guys may be with somebody else. Okay. And moving on with somebody else. 6 of Swords. Okay. And just deciding, I don't want to play these games anymore. I'd rather take my chances with someone else and move in a different direction, is what I feel. Like, it's like, I'd rather move on with someone else. And I think you guys are going to find somebody who's fine as hell, because this Prince of Wands looks fine as hell to me. So I kind of, maybe some of you are moving on with a fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, particularly a Leo, as the Knight of Wands is associated with Leo. But it's like, yeah, I'm moving on. I'm moving on out of here. Maybe some of you do have Leo or Pisces in your own chart. Okay. And you are grabbing the reins of life, and you're saying, you know what? I made up my mind. I'm crystal clear on what I need to do to move on from this situation. And it doesn't involve talking to this person. But let me tell you, pile number 1, they really do want to talk to you, and they missed out on the opportunity. And their fear is by the time they may actually be able to talk to you, that you'll be with someone else, or you'll be otherwise engaged with somebody else. Okay. So pile number 1, that is what I am getting for you, my loves. I'm going to go ahead and move on to initials. Let's look at initials for you guys. I told you we're going to do some of those. Okay. You're moving on with somebody who's like more bold and brave, and who actually acts on the things that they're trying to do, who isn't just like talking about it. And let's go ahead and see here. Let's go ahead and see. I also feel like this person is like trying to get your attention, or try to do annoying things to get your attention too, is also what I'm seeing here. But you guys are like, I don't care, I'm moving on. And we have the letter D here, the letter D. Yeah, I was thinking of the name like Damien, or a D name like Damien. Maybe you guys know someone with that name. But we have DR, Doctor. Okay, Dr. Feelgood. Who you gonna call Dr. Feelgood? I'm gonna make you feel all right. Okay. We have an I, Rid, R-I-D, Rid. Rid, an M. Mr. I'm a doctor. I-M-D-R. I'm a doctor. Okay, maybe somebody here is a doctor or works in the medical profession, but sorry, it's too late. You missed out on pile number 1. All right, and Rim, R-I-M, Rim. Dr. Rim. Dr. Rim Job. No, I'm just kidding, pile number 1. I didn't say that. Shh. Plug your ears. Okay, let's go ahead and see. And let's go ahead and see here. Mind, M-I-N-D, mind. Rid my mind. Okay, rid my mind. And it's like their mind is going crazy. They have so many thoughts on their mind, Knight of Swords, but they can't rid their mind of their thoughts until they talk to you. But yet I don't really think, even if they do manage to talk to you, I don't feel like you guys are really like that curious to even listen. And I don't really feel like it has any impact on you. And then they could try to get even more attention from you. But I just kind of feel like you guys are over it. Interesting energy. I like it. We have a Z. We have a Q. Okay. And we have a S. Okay. I miss. Okay, miss you. I miss. They're missing it. They're missing out. It's torture. They're going crazy. I miss. W, the letter W. I'm going to get a couple more letters and then we will be complete with regard to letters, okay? I miss. They're missing it. Let's see here. I feel like this person is saying sometimes they just want to reach out or call you on a whim because they can't rid their mind of like everything that they're trying to tell you. We have a T here, a T, Tim, T-I-M, Tim. I-N-T, okay. Smit or Smitty or somebody that goes by that name. I am seeing that here too. That's interesting. And we have the letter A, okay. Tamas. Tia, Nia, Nisa, N-I-S-S-A, Nisa. Anissa, A-N-I-S-S-A, Anissa is here. Names that start with A. Sad. I'm sad. I-M-S-A-D. I am sad. It's almost like they want to say sorry, but it's like they can't. It's almost like S-A-T, like they just sat there. They couldn't get the things they wanted to say off their mind. And I'm sad is coming up here. We have the letter O, Tau, the Tau, Soma, sleep. It's almost like I'm sorry wants to come out. If this last letter is a Y, then the apology is complete, but maybe that's hard for them to get those words out, like an apology like that. And we have the word Ross, R-O-S-S. Let's see what we have here. It's a J. It's a J, so it's not a Y, but it's a U. It's not a J, it's a U. Wow. I miss you. That's what they've been trying to say all along. It's finally there. I-M-I-S-S. I miss you. That's it. Like at the end of the day, that's the end of the story. That's what they've been trying to say this whole time is I miss you. Okay, but they're just not saying it. So they miss you is what I am getting. And pile number 1, interesting reading. I'm getting something about a tattoo as well, or somebody who got a tattoo or likes your tattoo. But anyway, pile number 1, that is what I am getting. I'd love to hear your thoughts, your comments. And, oh, look, air. I didn't even see that. Air sign. Somebody's an air sign for sure. Maybe it's you that's the air sign, but somebody's an air sign here. There's air. Or the King of Swords could be somebody who's a pilot or works in some type of air industry like that. Let's go ahead and get into pile number 2, okay? Thank you so much, pile number 1. Do leave me your comments, your likes, and I do appreciate all of your feedback as well. So let's go ahead. Just organizing myself here, right? We got to get organized, pile number 1. I'm going to move on to pile number 2. Okay, let's do it. Let's go ahead and do it. Okay. Pile number 2, welcome to your reading. You chose the pig, and today's reading is called These Regrets Haunt Them. Let's go ahead and find out what their message is to you about these regrets, and then we'll look at the oracle cards, okay? So let's do it for pile number 1. Or sorry, pile number 2. And pile number 2, stick around till the end because we will be doing initials at the end of your reading to verify your reading. Let's go ahead and do it for pile number 2, please. Pile number 2. Can you show me pile number 2, please? This person's, their regrets, pile number 2. All right, there's 6 of Pentacles just kind of popped out there, but let's see. What is their message about their regrets? To pile number 2, please. What is their message? There it is, about their regrets. Knight of Pentacles. Okay, well, the Knight of Pentacles in the tarot represents Taurus, but a lot of times when I see the Knight of Pentacles, I think of Virgo, so we could have a Taurus or a Virgo here. Let's go ahead and take a peek at what your oracle cards say. We have Justice, all right, and we have 8 of Swords. We have the King of Swords. Wow. Oh boy. Pile number 2. We have Renewal and Spark. All right, this person's thought about renewing the conversation or getting a conversation going with you, but they've been confused or they weren't sure what to say. Okay, let's see. And normally this person knows exactly what to say, is what I feel. Like normally they do know what to say, but they're not sure. I feel like with the 8 of Swords, how you would react or what you would do, because I feel like with Justice here, you've already made your decision. Pile number 2. Let's see what else we have. We have Cycles, Change, and Completion. Yeah, you're done with something here. You took a good hard look at this situation and decided it's not for me, or this isn't, I don't feel like I want to be involved in this anymore, okay? And I feel like you guys really could have surprised this person. And they wonder, like, could I spark something back up again here, or is this whole thing just over, okay? And I kind of feel like the way that things, they regret the last thing that they said to you. Like the very last thing that they said to you, I feel like they came off as being, it could have come off as mean, or it could have come off as like not very clear or not very smart, or it could have came off as kind of mean. And let's see what else we have here. Maybe this person, I kind of feel like pile number 2, like they were supposed to help you with something and they didn't. Like they were supposed to help you. And I feel pile number 2, you're a person who's very independent. And so you're not like asking everyone for help all the time. Maybe it's challenging for you guys to ask for help because you're a person who's very, like you're very smart and accomplished and mentally aware of what's going on around you. And I feel like this person blindsided you in some type of a way with something they said to you that really, like now looking at the situation, I feel like you guys are like, no, I know exactly what happened, but it could have been confusing at the time. We have here, I love you. Wow, pile number 2. Did this person, with the 8 of Swords here, like normally, it's so interesting with this King of Swords because this King of Swords is, like, knows how he feels or she feels, or whoever you came here for this reading for. They know how they feel. They know exactly how they feel. They're just not saying it, and they just couldn't get the words out. And perhaps it was too late. I also feel they were supposed to do something for you as well, and maybe they backed out on that, but this person has thought of you ever since then. Okay, and I need to get more cards out here, but I'm not feeling like in pile number one, I felt that there was like more of a vitriol in that situation. Here in pile number two, I'm not feeling as much as a vitriol here. Except maybe in this cycles and completion where you guys are like, yeah, I just can't do this type of thing anymore. Or maybe you're like, I'm done with relationships for a while, or no thanks, I'll sit this one out because of everything that happened. It's 7-Eleven again. And let me tell you guys, for whatever reason, I always look up at the clock at exactly 7-Eleven. It's my favorite number. But I kind of feel like I'm not getting the same level of like vitriol on this pile. What I'm getting is somebody who truly did know how they feel, how they felt about you, or somebody who truly felt such a connection to you, because Justice and the King of Swords, man, that's quite the, I mean, I feel like this person is very impressed with you, really liked talking to you, liked hearing what you had to say about things. It's like they made you make the decision, though, is what I'm getting, because they didn't say anything. They made you make the decision. And sometimes people do that when they're afraid. And it's like they should have stepped up to the plate and said something, because we have this I love you card here. And I feel like this person wanted to tell you how you felt. And maybe you told this person, hey, I have feelings for you, or I love you, or you were trying to decide, should I tell this person how I feel about them, or should I wait for them to tell me how they feel about me? And it's like with the Eight of Swords in the middle, maybe you did say something to this person, pile number two, and they didn't say it back, or maybe they didn't know how to say it, or they were reserved and they held back. And normally I feel like this person's very well spoken. They may even be kind of soft spoken at times, but they're very, they try to be very thoughtful about what they say. And I feel like they had a moment or a hiccup with you where they got rattled about something, and maybe you were kind of trying to give them a hint, like, go ahead, and they didn't take the hint, and they held back and they didn't say it, okay? Is kind of what I'm getting here. Ooh boy, commitment phobia. Yeah, this is where the vitriol comes in, because pile number two, like, and it's not an insane amount of vitriol, because I just feel like there's a part of you that's like resolute, that you're like, you know what? I'm not doing this again. I'm not putting myself on my heart out on the line and torturing myself over making a decision and saying something and putting it all out there when this person isn't saying anything. And what it read to you, I feel like what it read like to you is them being unsure of how they felt about you, or them being standoffish, or being aloof, or being kind of a player, or being kind of like commitment phobic, because they weren't, it's like it was their turn to step up and say something or do something, and they didn't. And you guys are like, hey, I really care about you. I love you. I care about you. And again, this person, I feel like, loved you or cared about you, or there was this, deep connection, right? I mean, I love you and commitment phobe, like at the time, maybe they just couldn't say it, or they felt that they would say something, or they said something that really hurt your feelings, was another thing that I was getting. And where it's like, I'm over here bearing my soul. I'm over here, trying to I feel like you guys are saying, I'm over here trying to hold up my end of the bargain, or I'm over here, torturing myself with trying to decide, should I say something to this person or not? And this person could have said something all along and they didn't. And I feel like this person thinks about you all the time with this renewal spark card here. And I feel like you guys are like rolling your eyes or shaking your head at that, because it's like, well, they should have said something at the time then. Because, I mean, at this point, I don't want to put myself out there about this situation anymore. Like, I feel some of you may still have feelings towards this person, but you're like, you made up your mind not to like keep giving energy to it. But I do think that this person is still like, they're still wondering if something could happen here. I feel like they're still wondering if something could move forward here. And it's like, I should have said something at the time, because they came off like a fuck boy or a fuck girl or whatever. Like, they came off as not good. And actually, I feel like this person kind of had their mind made up about you, that they really did like you or want to talk to you or spend time with you or continue forward. But they didn't, it like dawned on them too late, or they didn't say something when they should have. We have bat and transition here. You must pay attention to the signs around you. The transition may seem frightening at first, but you must let go of old habits and patterns that no longer serve your higher calling. They would only hinder your growth. And so pile number 2, I feel like that is a message for you too, about you must pay attention to the signs around you. And maybe you guys I feel like you were overthinking, or you were weighing the situation out, or you were trying to think of all possible solutions to this thing, okay? But you guys, I feel like you guys are saying, next time I will pay attention to the signs. Next time I will pay attention to when someone seems like emotionally unavailable, or I will not fall for this type of person again. I want somebody who can say how they're feeling and isn't putting that on me, okay? And this person, I also feel like, could have been going through a transition when they met you, and going through some letting go of some old patterns and old habits in their own life that no longer serve them. I feel like now they've kind of made a decision to let go of their old ways. I kind of feel like this person has transitioned out of being a fuck boy, or is transitioning out of being a fuck girl or a fuck boy, and is starting to make up their mind about what they want. And they want to know, would there still be a spark between you two, or is there a possible renewal for a relationship here? But I feel like you guys are like, I can't keep doing this to myself. Like, it's too much. I can't keep doing this to myself. Like, and I feel you guys are trying to be as logical as possible about things, but it's also, you guys are like, I have to end this cycle. I can't keep putting myself through this. But now that this person's mind shift has shifted, or their mind has shifted, or their mental patterns are shifted, and they've grown up a little bit here, they're seeing things more clearly. This King of Swords has the crown chakra is completely lit up in this card. Now they see. Suddenly I see. Okay? But they're in a transition of realizing that there might have been some signs here that you really cared about them, or that you really wanted them, or that you were the right person for them, that they didn't see at the time. And I feel that now that they're like letting go of these old habits, old behaviors, they're starting to realize what they lost, and what they may not be able to get back. And for some of you, this could have been like years ago. This could have been a person that you dated a couple years ago, or a year ago, or like 3 or 6 months ago, fit it into your situation. Well, I hate it when readers say that, actually. You don't have to fit it into your situation. What I'm saying is what I'm saying is that this continues to haunt them. And I feel this is something from your past. This could be somebody that over time has changed. That's why I'm saying this could be a person from 2 years ago. This could be a person from, it's taken time to change their mind, but I feel like they see now. But at this point, I kind of feel like you guys are like, I don't know, like if this person came back into my life and told me that they loved me, like what would I do? I don't know. And maybe some of you are like really not sure about that, okay? But I feel like this person really really misses, some of you may have a very unique style of dressing, or you may wear really cool jewelry, or you just have a very like special thing about you that is very noticeable to this person. And I'm also getting something about a library or books or something. Maybe you guys like the library or you read a lot or something, but you just have a genuine, cool, unique style. Maybe some of you have very beautiful hands, or maybe some of you have been doing like lotion hand treatments is also what I'm seeing here. But it's like you're really looking stunning and put together and lovely and clean, nice, all of that. And your quality, I feel like with the Justice card, you guys are really a quality, and you definitely, you're even above this person in a lot of, and I don't mean that in a, because we're not like above people really, pile number 2, as you guys know, but I kind of feel like you're more than an equal match for this person. You're maybe even some steps ahead of them, okay? Because I feel like it's taken them a little bit longer to realize what's going on here and to kind of like see things for what they are. And I do feel like their thoughts are being changed and a light bulb moment is happening for them. But is it too late? Okay, and if they already made a bad impression and acted like a fuckboy or whatever, like, then what? And I feel like you guys are kind of like, I'm done. And maybe you said something like that. Maybe you said, I'm not interested in being with people who are unwilling to change. And you know, with the Knight of Pentacles, you guys want to be with somebody who's willing to do the work. Not just talks about it and thinks about it, but actually does the work. And I love that. And with the Justice card, you really could have called this person out and made them think, is what I'm getting. Like that you really called them out on their inconsistencies, 8 of Swords, and you really made them think, and they really have processed some of this. And it's like, oh my gosh, now I'm having these regrets. We have here, I am brilliant. Yes, you are. Pile number 2. You possess a very refined mind, Justice, okay? And a deep urge to uncover life's mysteries. Your ability to acquire vast knowledge on both the informational and spiritual planes gives you a greater awareness than most people, okay? I am brilliant. Now, that is very true, and I think you saw this person, I feel like you do possess a very refined mind, and you do have these very beautiful qualities and a greater awareness than most other people, pile number 2, okay? And that's why I said you're more than a match for this person. You may even be a couple steps ahead of them. You're not just like a match of equals. You're maybe even more steps ahead. And I do think this person, this is coming out under this, I love you card. It's like, I am brilliant. This person's like, pile number 2 is really smart. It's actually coming out under the spark card. Like this person wanting to tell you, I'm sorry I didn't listen to you. I'm sorry I didn't take your advice. I'm sorry I should have listened more to what you were saying. We have here Sun, Mercury. I love that. Suddenly I see everything that was meant to be. And it's like this person suddenly sees you and wants to talk to you. It's like they get it. They finally get it. And yet now you're out of reach, okay? And yeah, and I feel like your guys' confidence and your ability to express yourself with confidence is really a sexy, attractive quality that you have too, that this person really regrets. They regret not telling you how special the Sun not telling you, Sun, Mercury, not telling you how special that you are, or how much fun they have with you and how much they just love talking to you. And they regret that big time because they could have had a really fun, exciting, cool partner in their life. We have Sun in Leo. Yeah, a time of celebration and success and joy. Definitely. And like being happy, being joyful. Again, the Sun being at the center stage of everything. And with Justice here, we could have Libra, we could have Gemini with the King of Swords, and Sun and Leo, definitely Leo energy coming through here. And when this person has something good that happens to them, or when they achieve a goal or do something, you're the first person that they want to talk to. And that's also the Sun Mercury. Like they get an award, an honor, a promotion, they do good at something. They want to share that joy with you. They want to call you up and tell you. They want to take you out. They want to celebrate with you. They want to have a good time with you. And they regret that because and I also feel like a time of celebration and success. I feel like this person thinks you must be like happy without them, or you must be really happy, or you must be doing really, really well. And maybe you just are happy. And I feel like what they were saying is perhaps you're happy and they don't want to upset you again. So they kind of like left you alone. But at the same time, I feel like what's joy if you can't share it with others, right? And I do feel like this person would like to share their joy with you and would like to hear about your joy in your life as well, your accomplishments, your things that you've done, okay? And I also feel like for those of you that have reached a milestone, like you've graduated or you got a promotion or something like that, something public that other people could see, like maybe you updated your LinkedIn profile or like everyone knows, or it was on social media or something. I do feel like this person could have seen that. And like, I feel like they really wanted to reach out to you and say congratulations, or like, even for those of you that have had a birthday, like happy birthday, congratulations, just congratulate you on something. And I feel like it's a big regret that they didn't like take you out or email you or text you or tell you like, hey, like, I'm glad that this happened. I saw that you wrote that, or somebody, I saw that you got that job, or I saw that you got that thing. And like, I wanted to like tell you congratulations. And I feel they regret not saying something about that as well. And not like celebrating you as much as they could. And oh yeah, here's Leo again. So we've got two references to Leo here: spotlight, courageous, and creative. Yeah, and maybe some of you here have Leo, Libra in your chart, have Leo or Libra planets in your chart. And this person coming through as a King of Swords, possibly Gemini or Aquarius in their chart. But it's like, you're in the spotlight, you know, you're being recognized for wonderful things that you've done. And this person I feel that they feel bad, like they should have said something. 8 of Swords, I should have said something. I should have taken that opportunity to say congratulations. I should have said and done something. And I feel that they really regret that, because that could have also put them into contact with you again, or been a reason to kind of like reach out. And I feel like they didn't take that opportunity when they should have. Or if they did say congratulations, it was just like congratulations and they left it at that, when they really could have said more. And so I find that interesting as well, pile number 2. But let's go ahead and see. We have 6 of Cups. Ooh, Page of Cups, huge crush. Huge crush. I like you. I'm into you. I want to spend time with you. I want to date you. Can I call you? Ooh, Page of Swords. Oh boy. Yeah, like, ooh, boy. Okay. And there was a time when you felt very sweet on this person, or you were more than open to talk to them, and they may have just taken your interest as like a passing thing, pile number 2, not realizing like that you were actually serious and it was like more than a crush or more than just a I admire you type of a thing. And I feel like this person's like, I should have really said something then. When you shared your feelings with me and you told me how you felt about me, I should have really thought about that more, and I should have really taken some time to think about that and respond back in kind. And maybe sometimes this person, I think they've become more serious, but maybe before they kind of took everything as a joke, or they didn't take something as being very serious, pile number 2, or maybe they didn't take your feelings or what you were saying or what you were offering seriously at this point. But I feel like now they do, like now they would. At the time, maybe they just brushed it off their shoulder, or they thought it was cute at the time, but they didn't really give a lot of thought to it. But now I feel like I'm also kind of getting an age difference here. Somebody like you could be younger and this person could be older, and you were telling them, hey, I have a crush on you or something, or I like you, or I'm trying to get to know you, and this person maybe wrote it off or didn't think much of it at the time, but now is actually like, damn, I should have said something. I should have done something, because you're a cutie, pile number 2. You're a cutie. And I kind of feel like this person's like, I can't believe pile number 2 like had a crush on me or liked me or wanted to go out with me at one point. And yeah, I do feel like this person would like to make it up to you in a way, and maybe like take you out again, or I really feel like this person would like to see you again, like to run into you again or to see you again, and to make it seem like inconspicuous. You know what I mean? It's like, oh, I didn't know you were going to be here. And all of a sudden they're like, oh, hey, like, let's go out, or let me take you out again, and trying to seem kind of like lighthearted about it, Page of Swords, but actually having like a really big thing for you, Page of Cups, okay? We have the Hangman here. Yeah, they're still stuck on you. They're still thinking of you. I do feel like this person, like they dream about you, they think about you, they get excited just kind of thinking about the possibility of something here. And like in their fantasy is like they see you out somewhere and they come and compliment you and they tell you, it's almost like if they could have a redo and do everything over, they would have like shown interest right away, or they would have come on very strong with their feelings right away. Like they would have taken the initiative, said hi to you, gone up to you. And maybe they did at first or something. Maybe they did, right? But then pulled back. And maybe that's what happened. Maybe they saw you. They thought that you were cute. They approached you. You guys talked. There was an instant familiarity or an instant vibe with each other. There was just like this gooey, warm-hearted energy between you two. Very flirty, crushy type of vibes. And flirty kind of energy, Page of Swords, but maybe it stopped there, or maybe this person it's like after that it was maybe hard to reach them or to talk to them, or maybe you didn't hear from them, okay, or it just wasn't very consistent. Right? It wasn't very consistent, but they're showing up as the Knight of Pentacles. So they're like, I want to be consistent now. And I really wanted to talk to you and tell you congratulations or good job or take you out or something like that. And I feel at the time they weren't, and maybe they weren't that motivated. Like they liked you or they wanted to go out with you once or twice or spend some time, but there wasn't consistency or motivation behind that, okay? And so it's like they flirted with you, or they had a crush on you, or they wanted you, but the consistent motivation wasn't there, the Hanged Man. Okay, but with the Knight of Pentacles, I feel like they still fantasize about when you guys started talking, or when you met up, or when they first saw you. Like, they're still fantasizing about that. They're still hanging on to that, okay, with the Hanged Man. It's still in their mind. It's still swimming around in their subconscious, in their mind, and when they dream. I can almost guarantee you, pile number 2, that this person has dreamt about you multiple times and heavily. And the thing is that, you know, they do need to come. The thing is I don't know, like, as much as this person may want to talk to you or congratulate you or say good job about something, I kind of feel you guys are like, I don't know. And maybe it's like, I don't know what I would do if this person came up to me and tried to talk to me again. But I feel it's on them, pile number 2. It's on them, okay? Because and you know, whether it's just like a fantasy of what could happen, or what would be like a really cute way of flirting with you or getting your attention, versus actually doing something. And to actually do something, that's on them, I feel, okay? Let's get some initials for you, okay? And I don't feel you need to reach out to this person or say anything to them. If they really want to see what's going on, they need to approach you, okay? But you are living in their memory, very strong, very, very much thinking about the first day they laid eyes on you, the first day they saw you. And yeah, that's what they're thinking of. We have the letter P here. We have the letter F. We have the letter N. We have the letter T, okay? And we have the letter K. I don't think I've seen K for a while, so that's interesting. P, K, F, N, T are the first letters that we have here to verify this reading. Let's see what else. Let's see what else for letters. Okay. We have the letter B. FB, fuckboy. Yeah, commitment phobe. Coming off as a fuckboy, or a friends with benefits, or, you know what I mean? Just coming off in that way and feeling really spicy, like when they saw you, like, who's that kind of vibe towards you, but then holding back or not communicating or keeping to themselves about things. Here's a G. Okay, here's a G. And here's a D. Okay. BK, Burger King, or Bangkok, whatever you want to call it, BK. And perhaps some initials coming through here. We have the letter H. The letter H. Like instant feelings, instant emotion, not just flirty, but instant emotions when they saw you, I feel, pile number 2, okay? Like real instant emotions. And I don't know why I'm getting something about Baghdad, but I am, so I need to mention Baghdad. And maybe somebody was in the military, or maybe somebody is like from that area of the world, or something. But I did need to mention that because I feel for some reason that's strongly coming through. Okay, and let's see what else. Let's see what else we have here. A letter Z. Okay, these are going to be the last 2. We have the letter U. Gun. Yeah, Baghdad gun. Somebody who is in the military. Bug. Okay, I don't want to bug you. I feel like this person doesn't want to bug you. There may be a side, I mean, they are talkative and flirty, but there may be an emotional side to them that's shy or cute in a way, that you just never got to see, that they really regret, that they really wanted you to see. And I feel like this person just doesn't want to bug you at now, or they assume maybe if they would reach out, they would be bugging you. Buff, B-U-F-F, like somebody's buff or muscular, or has like very strong arms or chest, very buff. Butt, B-U-T-T. Oh, but okay, we also have gut. So it's like this, maybe somebody has like a little gut or something, but they also have a really cute butt, and somebody is really buff on top of that. So that's interesting. And we have tug, T-U-G, tongue. If we had an O here, we'd have tongue, tonguing, that type of stuff. Let's see what else. Butt, B-U-T-T. All right, fun, butt fun. Butt fun, B-U-T. Anyway, fun, fun guns. Someone's buff, okay? The gun show is this way. And anyway, oh boy, I hope we don't have fungus. I hope somebody didn't have to deal with any kind of fungus, because I am seeing the word fungus. Let's see what else we have here. And okay. X. Oh my gosh. The last letter is an X. So definitely an X coming through in this reading. Perhaps you guys can see initials for more than one person in here. But yeah, this person may regret they used to be buff, but now they have kind of more of a gut. And that may be coming through here too, is what may be a regret that haunts them as well. Again, I feel like this person's getting older, they're realizing things, or they're seeing things, and they're going through a transition in their life. And they're seeing you for you, and you are who you are, pile number 2. And it's like, damn, I missed out, is really. We have buzz. We could also have somebody that has a buzz cut or used to have a buzz cut, but we also have buzz. Let's see. I think that's about it. Pile number 2. That is what I am getting for you, my loves. I hope that reading resonated for you. And I wish you the best, pile number 2. And do let me know how that reading resonated for you. And if it made sense based on what happened between you two. And if you're like, yep, that's so-and-so, let me know about it in the comments. Thank you so much, pile number 2. And I wish you many blessings and many beautiful dreamy nights. Thank you so much, pile number 2, and take care. Let's move on to pile number 3. Okay. Let's do it. Pile number 3, welcome to your reading. You chose the sleepy face, and today's reading is called These Regrets Haunt Them. Let's find out what's going on when it comes to this person and the regrets that are haunting them, pile number 3. And again, we'll do initials at the end of the reading, so do stick around for that. And let's go ahead and begin, my friends. And how did I get some cards turned around there? How indeed did that happen? Let's go ahead and find out. These regrets are haunting them for pile number 3. What does this person want pile number 3 to know about the regrets that are haunting them? And I see another card in here that somehow got turned around. Am I right? Am I wrong? What's going on, pile number 3? I apologize. I guess it's fine. All right. Life is strange. Let's go ahead and see. Let's go ahead. Oh, there it is. I just saw it. There it is. It was the Hierophant and a bunch of other stuff. So there it is. I found the culprit. It was the Hierophant. It was the Taurus, the culprit. Let's go ahead and see these regrets that haunt them. These regrets that haunt them. Please share me a message, Spirit, for pile number 3 regarding this person and their message to pile number 3 about the regrets that haunt them. Tell me about the regrets that are haunting them and what they have to say to pile number 3, please. Tell me about the regrets. Okay. Let's go ahead and do it. And the Ace of Cups is on the bottom of the deck. Please forgive me. I know not what I do. Please forgive me. I can't stop loving you. Don't deny me this pain I'm going through. Please forgive me. So let's go ahead and see. Let's check it out. We have the Two of Pentacles, okay? And the Ace of Cups is like, I want to reset. I want to restart. Let's refresh. Let's cleanse all the sins of the past and start again, and start with empty and open hearts, and be available to that love, okay? So we've got the Two of Pentacles here. We've got the Four of Wands. And, ooh, I'm already getting something about a person regretting, like, letting something get in the way of a good time, or letting things, you know, sometimes in relationships or in attractions, people will, instead of talking about the things or doing the things that need to be done, they'll just ignore it and focus on the positive, and that always ends up going the wrong way, because it's like, okay, we need to bring some things to the surface here, but also there is a side of things where people let, like, the negative things that are going on in their life, or the challenging things that are going on in their life, or let that interfere with what they're trying to grow with another person. And I am seeing something about some challenging circumstances that were outside of this connection that, you know, I do feel like this person regrets that, because it's like, if that wasn't happening, or if those things weren't happening, like, maybe this whole thing wouldn't have happened the way it did. We have here the Princess of Cups. Oh boy. And you just brought, like, you were such a great distraction for this person, pile number 3, in a really positive way, because this person was going through some shit, going through some challenging times, some rough, real spiky energy, rough moments, you know, stresses, things that were kind of pulling on their energy. And you bring so much vibrancy and color and fun. And I get that you guys are very creative, pile number 3. And maybe I'm getting somebody who's doing creative, like, crafts with their hands. And maybe some of you like crochet, or you do different things, like you make things with your hands, or you make beautiful things with your hands. Maybe you make jewelry, or maybe you paint beautiful pictures, or you make beautiful music for people to listen to, but you just have a way of genuinely, like, enlivening the environment and making things really nice, and making things really super cute and fun. Maybe like around the holidays, you guys like decorate a lot, or I kind of feel like this person didn't appreciate these really positive and charming qualities about you while they had you in their world. And it's like they let some of the, like, more negative, challenging, time crunch issues, money issues, etc., they let some of that, like, overcome kind of like just living in the present moment and really enjoying. And I do think you brought, like, a lot of, like, sweetness and peace and fun and killer vibes, like, you know, really cool, fun, killer vibes in a really cool way, into this person's life. And at the time, maybe they were too busy to notice, or they were too distracted to care, or they acted like they didn't have any time, you know, like, you're busy making everything nice, or decorating beautifully for a party or a holiday, or putting something grand together. Maybe some of you, I'm also getting somebody putting together like a play, or like some kind of entertainment for someone else or something like that. And it's like the other person just was too agitated or too overwhelmed to really, like, soak it in, and behaved in a way where it, like, pushed you away or maybe hurt your feelings, pile number 3. Let's see what else we have here. We have karma, balance, and justice. Ooh boy. Well, that's what they've got going on in their life right now. And it's like, I didn't appreciate what I had when I had it, and now things are boring and lame and stressful, and I don't have pile number 3 in my life to really lighten up and liven up my life. Okay, we have ego, vanity, and pride. Okay, pride cometh before the fall, as we say. And maybe some of you felt like, well, gee, am I like, I know this person is really busy, or I know they have a lot going on, or I know they're really stressed. I'm just trying to make it so we have a good time, or I'm just trying to, like, share part of myself and my world with this person. Am I coming off as being like very like just self-interested and into myself? Or maybe this person really made you question yourself a little bit, pile number 3. But I also feel like you guys are at a point where you're like, I'm not going to have my time wasted either. And I see the big clock behind her, and there is something about this connection about like somebody wasting the other person's time. And it's like, when I feel like when you guys really care about something, you really give everything you have. Like, you really do everything. You show up, you make everything nice and fun and friendly, parties, etc. But maybe this person like accused you in some way of, well, all you care about is like you, or what you want, or what you need. Okay, but there needed to be a balancing in this connection, because it's like your guys' energies were kind of off with each other. And I do think this person failed to appreciate what you were doing for them, and also like who you are and why you were doing it. It comes from a very pure place with the Princess of Cups. It comes from a very pure, fierce and loving and open and generous and caring place. And perhaps this person misread this and made you feel like you were only doing it because you wanted attention or whatever, but I also feel like this person could have accused you of being prideful or being vain or something like that. But it's like you kind of became disinterested, I feel like, after trying to do so many nice things for this person or show up for them. It's like you kind of just became interested in your own self and your own things. And because you were attempting to bring some justice or balance to this situation with this person. And that's where I think things started to fall apart. And we have trust and know that came out here. So it's like this person never really trusted you, but they also didn't have a reason not to trust you. And I also feel that this person could have been very insecure. And that's why they were always like avoiding things, or they were always unsure, or they always were dealing with some very like spiky energy. And you're like, where is this coming from? I'm just trying to get to know you and have a good time and enjoy some time together. Honestly, I feel pile number 3, this person could be very insecure and, have issues with jealousy and insecurity. And because you are very beautiful, right? Like, here she is, very stunning, very beautiful. And it's okay that you know that you're beautiful. I mean, I feel like you're more attached to knowing that you're like being caring and generous and loving and open and very empathic, Princess of Cups, okay? Like, you're more intent on sharing your soul and your heart with someone, or sharing your hard work with someone, where I feel like this person, for some reason, just never really trusted you. Like, just automatically, even though they were with you or they were around you, they chose to be, it's like for some reason they never really trusted you, or they thought that you're like, the reason you were doing things wasn't really like the reason for why you were doing them. Like, they were reading too deeply into it, when what you were just trying to do is to try to like do nice things and be there for them, or create a life together, these types of things. But this person regrets not trusting you, because I think now this person has experienced a balance. And this person has been with men or women in the past who are very egotistical, very narcissistic and egotistical, okay? And because of that, I feel that this person didn't trust you, and all you came with was an open heart. Ace of Cups, open heart, Four of Wands, wanting to do good, wanting to have fun, wanting to bond, wanting to share, wanting to be a part of something. Except this person, I feel like they always unfairly were trying to maybe put you in their place because of some other situation that they had. And it's not their power, or their position to put you into your place, pile number 3. It's not their role in life to do that. And it's also not their role to second guess you and constantly question your integrity when you've done nothing but try to be there and show this person a really good time and help them and take care of them and make life more fun and exciting and enjoy things together. And this person, I feel like, always read your like reasons for doing things or your motivations for doing things wrong. And unfortunately, pile number 3, this person is now with somebody who is very egotistical and is very into themselves and very selfish and self-centered and doesn't really do nice things for them or doesn't really give them the time of day and doesn't really give two shits about them. And unfortunately, it took karma, balance, and justice for this person to understand that they had a really good person in you, a very open-hearted, Ace of Cups, a very open-hearted, generous, loving, caring, supportive person in you, that, you know, for you, pile number 3, when you care about someone, you give them the world, or you want to make things really fun, or you're like, let's enjoy life together. And I feel you're very sentimental in a way, or emotional or sentimental, and you do care about making others, not making others, because I feel like it's not like you're making anyone do anything, but helping others to feel like they belong and they're loved and all of that. I feel you guys are really, really good at that, pile number 3. Like, you're very good at that. Do not doubt yourself on that. And unfortunately, this person, it took them being with somebody who's really nasty to them and doesn't give two shits about them and only cares about themselves and doesn't care what happens to them and doesn't do nice things for them. And this person has a problem trusting that person too. And it's their trust issues that get them every time. It's their insecurity and their trust issues. And unfortunately, it took them getting kicked in the crotch to realize that they had a good thing in you. And honestly, pile number 3, you're the only pile where I've said that about them having to have some really negative karmic experiences in order to understand the true gem and the true person that they had in you. And, so that's interesting. Pile number 3. Up, frog. All right. This person, it's like kissing a frog, isn't it? And it's like kissing a toad, kissing a frog, but frog transition. Okay. This is a powerful time of change. You are being called to connect with the world of emotions and feminine energies. Yeah. Princess of Cups. You may also need to engage in a process of cleansing. Yes, whether it's a physical, emotional, spiritual, or energetic cleanse. Because I also feel like this person may have made you feel like not trustworthy, or made you feel like something was wrong with you for the person that you are. And, the frog spirit definitely does have to do with like detox and unleashing some of these emotions and detoxing from a lot of stuff. But, as they say in life, you have to kiss a couple frogs in order to meet the prince. But, what's so funny is you have to kiss a couple of frogs in order to meet the princess and the Princess of Cups. And I feel like you guys are, instead of you have to kiss a frogs to meet the prince, you have to kiss frogs to meet the princess. And this person did meet the princess, but they fucked it up. Pile number 3. They fucked it up royally. And they really had no reason not to trust you. Like, you gave you gave everything you had to the connection and more is what I feel. We have here, I am successful, card number 8. Your talent for setting and reaching goals is like no other. Yeah, again, and it may seem to people that it comes easy to you, or because you're having fun while you do stuff, or you're genuinely enjoying something. And again, this person may have had a lot of jealousy about different things, maybe even like your success as well. Your talent for setting goals and reaching goals is like no other. You are self-sufficient and capable of achieving your ambitions. The number 8 represents the ebb and flow, the infinite loop of creation. Yeah, the infinite energetic loop of creation. And the infinity symbol, which is like the number 8 on its side, is in the Magician card, and it's also in the Strength card. And it's like, yeah, you know, you've got that energy. And yes, you are confident in yourself, but you're not a self-absorbed narcissist either, pile number 3. And I do feel like this person has met some people like that after you, because it's drawn such a stark contrast between you and them, okay? And you're going through a transition of cleansing and leveling up and knowing your worth and believing in yourself and becoming more successful. But this person hasn't really had these experiences of leveling up. They're still playing in the B leagues with, you know, people that actually are bringing them down. And they may be with somebody who's only concerned about themselves and their success and what they've got going on, and isn't at all concerned about them and what they've got going on. And they really missed out on a true gem with you. We have Jupiter, Neptune here. Now, this is a gaslighting type of an energy, and I don't really like, I mean, Jupiter, Neptune, very spiritual, very ideal type of an energy, but in its negative form could also be kind of like gaslighting. And I do feel like this person is with someone that makes them feel badly about themselves, that gaslights them, that's only into themselves. And like, they could have thought that what you were doing was just like an act, or they didn't trust what you were doing, or it was too good to be true. But it's like, no, you really do come through with the very like higher level spiritual energies and compassion. Jupiter, Neptune, very generous and compassionate. And that is something that you are. Pile number 3, Princess of Cups, very generous, very compassionate, loving, open, charitable, generous. I mean, I'm not saying you don't have any bad sides to you, or there isn't anything about you that you need to change. I'm not trying to say that. And I think you guys are very aware of your faults as well. But like, you know, this person is now with somebody who thinks that they're perfect and like gaslights them all the time, or like doesn't believe in them and like shuts them out. And they've been with some real interesting characters, I feel like, since you and them kind of split apart. And perhaps they've been with people that are more like them and less like you. Do you know what I mean? Pile number 3 by that. We have here Moon in Scorpio and transformation, a change in your emotional life. Yeah, this person had a huge change in their emotional life when they went from you to this other person, like huge change. And this person could have also been with somebody who was very gaslighty and vain and prideful and all of that before they met you, and that's also why they didn't trust you. But pile number 3, like, it hasn't gotten any better for them, and they keep getting hard lesson after hard lesson after hard lesson. And they also have an extreme amount of insecurity and jealousy and lack of trust as well. With this trust and know, it's like they don't trust. And the thing is that you're very trustworthy, pile number 3. And, you know, you were completely transparent, I feel like, with this person, and wanted nothing but the best for them. but they still continued to be insecure and be jealous and not trust. And you know, there has been a huge change in their emotional life where they can't ignore the fact that like they're not getting treated as well as when they were with you. They really are not. So, I mean, tough lesson for them, but they had to, and I feel like they're stuck and they're trapped. Moon and Scorpio, they're stuck, they're trapped now with somebody who's very nasty, or somebody who doesn't have any loyalty to them, and somebody who like gaslights them all the time, and somebody who only cares about themselves. So that's pretty tough. That's a tough emotional lesson that they've had to have. And, you know, here's the thing, the sky's the limit. Anything is possible. There are no limits. Now, that's a very Jupiter-Neptune thing, but I do think what they're finding out is that there is limits, and they aren't just gonna, like, there's limits, and there's a limit to someone's love as well. Like, you're not just gonna give freely and endlessly to them, pile number 3, and there is a limit to your love. And that, you know, I think you guys are finding, and that's a healthy thing, right? When we're just completely open to everything and we have no boundaries, and we think that everything's good and nothing can knock us off, like, that's a really delusional way to look at the world. And I feel like, you know, you gave this person a lot to look forward to, and a lot to be happy about, and a lot to share in. And I do feel like when they were with you, they got a real high off of it, or they felt really good, or they felt like a lot of compassion and a lot of warm energy and generous feelings going back and forth. But, you know, the sky isn't the limit with whoever they're with now. And it's this person that whoever they're with now, pile number 3, I just keep bringing this up because I have to, about this person they're with now, or the person, whatever, because it's just so different. All that person cares about is themselves and their success and where they're going. And they don't really, it's not the same. They don't nurture and love the way that you do, pile number 2, okay? So, I mean, I also feel that this person thinks that they could have they regret it because they feel that together you two could have been successful, or together, like, the sky would have been the limit, or you could have had like really good energy together. I also feel like this person hasn't been doing very well monetarily, and they haven't been doing very well with their business and their money and their monetary status ever since this broke up too. And it is part of the karma, balance, and justice that this person is receiving right now, pile number 3, okay? So let's see what else we have here. We have the Lovers, and we have the King of Pentacles. Yeah, this person really regrets it because, you know, honestly, pile number 3, I do feel like Spirit has turned their back on this person a little bit. And you know what, pile number 3, I always feel like this person, for some reason, thought that they weren't good enough for you, or maybe they weren't successful enough for you, or didn't have enough money for you, or whatever. The irony of all that is that you don't really, like, I don't feel that's I feel like you would have stood by this person's side. I don't feel like you're one of those people that would have been like, oh, you don't have enough money, I can't be with you. But the problem is that they were always jealous of somebody. It could have been a friend in your life. It could have been somebody that was more successful than them. But for some reason, they were always really jealous of a particular person in your life. And it could have been an earth sign, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. But for whatever reason, this person could have been your friend or whatever, but they were always upset about that. And I do feel like Spirit kind of turned their back on this person because they're like, you're not, like, we're not impressed with you right now, and we don't like the way that you're treating pile number 3, or the way you treated pile number 3. We have the 3 of Pentacles. Yeah, this person's with a straight up bitch is what I gotta tell you, pile number 3. And you know? And the thing is you and this person could have had a successful business together. I'm also seeing something about you and this person joining forces and having some type of a successful business together or coming up with plans. But this person was always jealous of another dude or another woman. Like, what is the deal with that? And it really, they're still salty too. Like, they still are salty. The idea of you picking someone better than them or picking someone cuter, hotter, richer, whatever than them still pisses them off and still really irritates them, is what I feel. And you guys are like, you know, I feel like with the Three of Pentacles and the Nine of Cups, they're saying we would have made a really good team, or we could have really done some really good stuff together, or perhaps you were like a good luck charm to this person in that you helped their money or you helped their business in some way, or you had a positive impact on them in that regard. But I just feel like this person was very insecure about a person in your, and perhaps, I mean, I don't know, this person was just very, very insecure about another person in your guys' life. And they tried to pass it off as not trusting you, but there was nothing to not trust you about because you're a very loyal person, I feel, pile number 3, okay? And I feel like they regret that they didn't trust you when they should have. And they really can see now, having been with someone who doesn't really give two shits about them, that they should have appreciated you when they had you. Okay, pile number 3. And let's go ahead and let's take a look at the initials. Okay, let's take a look at the initials and we will get some confirmation for you here. Okay, so let's get some good initials for pile number 3. Initials for pile number 3, please. They've been trying to just work on their business or work on their money or work on their stuff, but honestly, I feel like they're really missing your input and your feedback. And, you know, I honestly feel like you're happier and you're better off without this person. 9 of Cups. And some of you here could have some very beautiful hair too. Or they're with someone now who has like a hairstyle that they don't like or a hair color they don't like. Okay, and who's a real bitch, okay? Whether they're a guy or a girl, this person's a real bitch. And just, you know, and they're just like puzzled by it. They're puzzled by it. They're like, huh? And it's like, yeah, that's what you get, dude. Let's see what else we have here. Okay, we have an S. We have a W. We have a P. I'm getting the name Sam. It's just coming out. Okay. We have the letter B. Swap. There's something about swap. We're missing the A, but it's like, I made the right choice. Swap B. Swap. Like, I don't want to be with that person anymore. I need to swap. All right. I wish I could change back to pile number 3. Like, this blows. I wish I could have pile number 3 again. Talk about karma. Jeez. Okay. Let's see what else we have here. We have a V. Okay. We have a V. And we have a D. And we have a T. And we have a Z. All right. V, D, Z, T. Okay. It's like, save me, please, is what I feel like this person is saying. Like, save me, please. And it's like, nope. He or she wants to swap pile number 3. They want to switch who they have now out for you. But no, sorry. You're stuck. Okay, yep, X, here's the X, and here's the I, okay? vids or videos. Somebody here could do vids or videos. We also have an R here. Feel the name Ryder, or somebody that has the name Ryder. And Sir. Oh, that's funny. Sir. Okay. Maybe somebody here likes to be called Sir, but there's Sir. And River or Rivers is another thing that I'm saying. Let's see what else we have here. We have an N, okay. Rinse. Gotta rinse that guy right out of your hair, pile number 3, or girl, or whoever it is that you're dealing with here. And yeah, this person's like, I fucked up big time, okay. And pint, P-I-N-T, maybe somebody likes to get a pint or a drink, but they're like, yeah, I fucked up. All right. And BZ, biz, B-I-Z, biz, like somebody's saved, SVD, biz, somebody saving their biz or needs to save their business because business hasn't been going well, and they're somebody really trying to focus on being successful, but you would have been a much better partner for focusing on that, because the person they're with now doesn't give two shits about their business or their work, or you know, if they're an entrepreneur, they don't give two shits about it. And yeah, they don't care. And you were a person that's so very supportive, pile number 3, so very supportive and caring towards people in that regard. And I do feel like this person puts them down a lot as well too, which, you know, isn't great. But we have the letter Y here. NY could be New York, or somebody who has a connection. You know, BZY, busy, like somebody who's working a lot or busy all the time, like trying to stay busy. I do feel like this person's trying to stay afloat. They're trying to stay busy. They're trying to save money, but they're in a really shitty relationship with somebody who doesn't listen to them, somebody who they don't trust, somebody who is always, you know, bullshitting them and bossing them around. Like, it's not, you know, it's not good, pile number 3. It really isn't. And it took them kind of going through this experience to understand what it is that they actually lost. And, you know, what they had in you is what I feel, pile number 3. So that is what I am getting for you, my loves. And I don't know why I just got the name Verna or Verna as a name. But anyway, maybe somebody has an animal named Verna, or has a grandparent or parent with that name. But anyway, I'm also seeing Irina or Verna, or a name like that, or maybe a Russian name, or Ukrainian name, or Russian name, or something Eastern European name like Irina is also what I'm seeing here. So pile number 3, that is what I am getting for you, my loves. I hope that this reading resonated for you, and I would love to hear your thoughts, your comments, or your feedback. Take care, my friends.